Come out black.
KD's not important. KD really isn't important. Because you can have a high KD for all the wrong reasons, right? You can have a high KD for all the wrong reasons.
Jumped in restaurant.
If you're just baiting your team all game, having a high KD is not very impressive.
Going up, main Blackbeard.
There are so many things that is valuable that you can't measure, like communication, droning, setting up, etc., playing certain operators. That sadly cannot be measured. But one of the least valuable stats in the game is going to be stuff like KD.
Oh, I did.
It's just not valuable. Oh, I knew she's gonna be in a corner somewhere. It's the same guy as last time. Average KD for the game? I mean 1.0. It's the average KD for every game. You're going what? I mean, it's like neutral, right? You're going 1 kill for 1 death. Don't wallbang this. You're gonna lose. Oh boy. Oh boy. He should have lost. There's no point wallbanging this vanilla. You can just wait for him to cross the door, and you'll give your position. Anything over 1.0 KD is technically like neutral up there and good, you know? I would say a good KD to me is like 1.5 or higher. A great KD is 2 KD and higher, which is very rare. Like seeing 2 KD players is almost it's not like it's almost impossible, but it's extremely rare. Some of the best players in the world can't get a 2 KD ranked, you know? I wouldn't worry about KD at all. Especially if you yeah, I wouldn't care about that at all.
Your drone has found a bomb.
I think one way you can measure value, and I say this as a flex player, how many different operators someone can play. Because we all know that one guy in ranked who can play Ashe and nothing else, or Twitch and nothing else, or only knows how to play one Heart Breacher, that's Thermite, like the simplest one, right? And then it's like if they get banned, or they're not needed, then they bring them because they can't play anything else, or whatever. Like, if you can play a plethora of, like, operators, like you can play, like, almost every operator, you have so much value. Like, really. Like, let's say that you, like, the easiest way to join a team in, like, competition is 2 things. 1, be an IGL. Like, be able to, like, make decisions, call out, etc. Be vocal, right? The other is be able to play any, like, not any, like, most roles and most operators. Like, let's say you can play Munchie and Ying, and you can play Heart Breach. Like, you can, but it's not like your preferred role, but you can play them if you need to. That's very valuable. Because you're gonna need a Ying and a Munchie sometimes, and you can always use a Heart Breach player who's good at the game. And sure, playing like a fragging-oriented role is also important, but sometimes you don't need as many. Maybe you already have a really good player. Whatever the case might be, right? There's a couple of ways to go about it. There's gonna be the Warden down here, so he's a bearing 12 or whatever, so he can't really challenge this that well. That's a different guy, that's Vigil. We're gonna just click on quick nade. Wait, staircase here. Because Warden's above as well. Warden's top floor as well.
Only one on the
I don't really want to challenge this guy against Dragon, okay. He said Dragon, but he means Connector, right? Top floor's clear, huh?
I could drone again.
We can likely do the bathroom heads drop here, to be honest with you. C4, we're gonna tuck the corner. It's the highest chance of survival. Play the vert, that's 1. Might not be the vertical player though. We're gonna sledge, drone, check. Pray we don't get flanked by Warden. Now Warden's on side, so now we know the top floor is clear. Warden's on side, top floor is clear. We can fish for Warden here. He's gonna challenge because he's fucking crazy in the head. And I challenged a very bad angle, not knowing what the vertical looks like. But my teammates with a drop shot on the hatch gets the secure as well. Last guy should be a side player or stock. He played his main door instead of stock. He has a shotgun, so it should be winnable if we stick the right click, but he goes with the hipfire sprint mid-fight instead. And therefore loses the round. Could have stuck the plant there as well, because he was stuck behind the chassis, but... Very nice. Yeah, I challenged a very bad vert angle. I did not know what that was going to look like, because I have never done that vert in my life on Skyscraper. I've never played this map competitively. I don't play Sledge on this map. But we learned that that angle is great to peek if you peek it further away to get a deep angle towards bathroom, but it's not great without it. Unlucky. That shotgun slaps, by the way. The Alibi Maestro shotgun. It absolutely... Oh, speaking of slapping, this with extended barrel slaps. 51 damage, 800 fire rate. This shit is a truck, yeah. Like, if you put barbed wire here, you're wasting barbed wire. Same with the beep boop, right? You want to put it here, here, or there. Those are the only relevant spots. Unless you, for some reason, do not hold yellow whatsoever, which you should be, right? Very much should be. Why is Barbetta there? Because it's where they're gonna be walking up. If you let them take yellow, so like if you put the barbed wire here, they can see into baguettes, into connector without even touching the barbed wire, right? You need to be down here where it matters. So you put one super far down, and I would take this one here, right? Then they early punch that, and they gotta push through that, and you can challenge here, and you can challenge here this way. Kinda missing the shotguns here. We have 1, 2, 3 idiots. We're gonna hold one in our pockets. Pockets. It's gonna be the same, very slow pace attack if I had to make an assumption here. Where they're gonna be AFK for the majority of the round. These guys like the silencers, just like we do. One fire got burned, I believe. That means I should be fine here, regardless of the fire being used on me. Nate comes out. I have 2 ADSs. Please work. Thank you. Fire comes out a second. No fire on Capital. Only 1 Nate left on Sledge. So there's the barbed wire punch first, yeah? Then we challenge in the second. We get a free kill, right? If I played more aggressive, I could have saved the second barbed wire. So now we did lose it, so value was lost. But if the barbed wire was up here, I would have just died to no sound, because I didn't hear the guy. I just heard the barbed wire punch, right? Now we're gonna stay on yellow this time, and just hold the staircase, because we can't trust the sound. Until we get confirmation where the last guy is. Last guy's roof, last guy's roof. Last guy's bottom yellow. What? What? Yeah, I'll never understand sound. Clear as day, I hear him yellow skylight. He was outside yellow, walking in.